Ladies and gentlemen, Red Owl Boxing presents 6 rounds or less in the cruiserweight division. Sponsored by Aero Facility Management, our 3 judges scoring the bout at ringside: Deborah Wong, Jasper Kujaski, and Jeremy Hayes. And once the action begins, the 3rd man in the ring, Rocky Zolnirchik. Introducing first, on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, and tonight wearing multicolored trunks. His official weight, 177.5 pounds. He brings into the ring a record of 3 wins against 3 defeats, 2 wins by way of knockout from Mexico City, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jesus Carlitos Arriaga. And his opponent on my right, fighting out of the red corner, and tonight wearing white trimmed with gold. His official weight, 181.5 pounds. He brings into the ring a record of 5 wins against only 1 defeat. All 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Barrie, Ontario. He is the 4-time Canadian amateur champion. Here is Zawadi! Referee Rocky Zolnirchik to give his final instructions.
Okay, guys, went over the instructions in the change room. I expect you to obey my commands, touch gloves, come out banging.
We are set to go. Zawadi, Jesus Arriaga. The weigh-in controversy finally behind us, and this 6-round now cruiserweight bout is underway. Zawadi, as we mentioned, a 4-time Canadian National Amateur Champion, signed to Lee Baxter Promotions. He really wants to be campaigning at 168. That's where he wants to be getting back down to. Right hand there from Zawadi. Jesus Arriaga and his partner recently welcomed a baby daughter into the world. So he certainly has some added fighting motivation here tonight. Arriaga takes to the body, but he gets countered beautifully by a left hook from Zawadi.
Good work early on here by Zawadi. Being very patient, not trying to rush too much. He's a power punch. We've seen him fight before. I've seen him knock guys out flat before. But he's here taking his time, popping that jab, and seeing what Jesus Arriaga has to offer.
Zawadi looking for a big performance here tonight. He is the first athlete sponsored by 6Buzz, which is a very popular social media site here in the Toronto region. Looking for a viral clip, perhaps, another knockout, just as he did against Marco Parente in December of last year. And down goes Arriaga.
A beautiful body shot.
Plenty of time for Zawadi to work with here. More than a minute to go in the opening round. And Zawadi goes back downstairs to the body with a left hook. Zawadi looking for a step back uppercut to the body. Back downstairs does Zawadi. A targeted approach here from Zawadi in the opening round as he looks to get Arriaga out of here. For a second straight first-round knockout.
He placed some good body shots in there. Even when Arriaga knew they were coming, Zawadi still found a way to get him through and pick his shots.
Hard body shot again from Zawadi. That one backs Arriaga up. Zawadi now just walking into exchanges knowing he's going to get the best of them. Arriaga will somehow survive this round after another vicious body shot right at the bell.
They found the weakness in Arriaga, obviously the body shots. I mean, Zawadi's still got to be careful. You can't be walking in, recklessly walking in the shots. You still got to jab your way in and find your way to the body. But those were beautiful body shots, as we've seen there. Mo Zawadi. But a great opening round for Mo Zawadi. Picked his shots, used his jab, and didn't get overexcited like I've seen in the past in Mo Zawadi fights. Remained calm, patient, and slowly dissecting Arriaga apart with those vicious body shots. And here we see Arriaga stepping in, and it was a left hook to the liver. And no matter how many sit-ups you do, Corey, I can tell you right now, those land clean, you're going down.
We'll see if Zawadi could find that shot again. To Arriaga's credit, he took a number of additional left hooks towards the end of that round and managed to stand up to them.
That's it. Set up those shots.
Zawadi's corner has been telling him the body shots will be the ones to do it. Good left hook up top, though. Sends Arriaga off balance, and back downstairs he goes. A left hook tucked right behind the elbow of Arriaga, and he whips a right hand downstairs. But credit to Arriaga, still firing back.
That was a beautiful right uppercut followed by a beautiful left hook from Mo Zawadi. Both punches landed clean. Just threw so effortlessly and precise.
Good body work from Zawadi. Arriaga, the difficulty for Arriaga here, Steve, is that his best chance at winning this fight is to be in here, but this is also where he's getting ripped to the body.
He's getting ripped to the body, and just the patience and the calmness, and Mo Zawadi's just picking his shots, as where Arriaga's just throwing a barrage of shots, and the defense of Mo Zawadi is too much.
Zawadi switching southpaw now. He's fairly comfortable in either stance, is Zawadi. Yeah, this is a fighter who was one win away from the Olympics. He lost in the Olympic trials. And then during the early pandemic, decided it was best for him to turn pro to be able to continue his career in the ring. Measuring with the lead hand right now. Big right hand right down the middle, and another one from Zawadi. Shot downstairs from Zawadi, but Arriaga lands a good left hand upstairs as well. Arriaga just pinned against the ropes here.
This is where Arriaga, this is where he lives every day in the gyms in Mexico. This is nothing new for him. I think that with Mo Zawadi boxing from the outside, he's going to be more effective and be able to set more traps for Arriaga instead of standing there just banging with him, because that's what Arriaga's used shots, good defense there, making Arriaga miss. And credit to Arriaga, I mean, he's game, he's here, he's trying to fight. But overall, the boxing skill, the defense, and the precision punching, like we've seen there with that counter right hand of Mo Zawadi, is just a little bit too much for Arriaga in these opening rounds.
It's round 3 underway. We'll see if Zawadi chooses to engage Arriaga on the inside as he has been. or if he can use his length and boxing skill.
That's it. You just set up those nice shots.
And you know, Steve, back to the issue of the weight for Zawadi, again, coming in more than 5 pounds overweight. You wonder if this work on the inside, if there's some degree of comfort in there for him. He doesn't have to move as much when he's in there.
For me, I mean, I don't know the whole situation or how it went down, not coming in for weight. For me, I don't care whose team you're on or whose team I'm on. That's unprofessional. I like to see a fighter make the contracted weight. But he does seem comfortable in there. I mean, sitting in there and fighting on the inside.
Zawadi doubles up on his jab, both of those landing. Well, good left hands connect there from Zawadi. Arriaga trying to step to Zawadi there, jab to the chest. Tries to get back to the inside. There was a shot that Arriaga felt was low. He gestured about it. He keeps fighting. And Steve, you're right. Arriaga, his back might be on the ropes. Maybe he's not winning these rounds, but he's comfortable in these exchanges.
I mean, there's a reason in the boxing world you don't stand there and trade with a Mexican fighter. I mean, you box on the outside. This is what they do in the gyms down there all day, every day. So to really surprise him, he had to stand on the outside like Mo does here, and like Mo did in the first round, standing there, pop shot him from the outside, made it look like easy work.
Uppercut there. Arriaga connects, and he connects again with a left hand over the top. Just sheer hustle here from Arriaga, managing to get through on Zawadi.
And lots of credit to Arriaga because Mo Zawadi has been landing missiles of shots to the head and the body as he lands a right hand there.
On the inside, both men landing good left hands.
That's a big left hook by Arriaga. Easy fight to score, Corey, but at the end of that round, I kind of felt like we seen a little bit of turn of the tide as we go back to the replays. And on the inside, Mo Zawadi's just, he's too strong, he's too fast, and he's too smart for Arriaga. But at the end of that round, Arriaga, I felt, seemed to kind of gain some sort of momentum where he hit Zawadi with a few clean shots as the round closed there. And we'll see how the start of this fourth round goes. And see if Arriaga can continue where he left off. Though I feel it being only a 4-round fight, it's going to be too little too late for Arriaga.
Well, Arriaga said that he came into this fight in the best shape of his career so far. Of course, he had to eat to put on additional pounds. That was not his fault. But he's been training alongside super lightweight prospect Jesus Sriracha, who we recently saw scoring an upset victory over Cesar Francis on ProBox. He's been in a good camp. He's come in here prepared. He gave Zawadi a lot of resistance in the previous round, and here he goes again. Now on the offensive with Zawadi's back against the ropes.
This is the like I said earlier, Corey, Arriaga wants this fight. He wants it to be ugly and rough and tough on the inside.
He's getting exactly what he's asking for right now. You saw the head of Zawadi pop back after one of those uppercuts from Arriaga.
And that's where Mo Zawadi boxes his best, on the outside, catching Arriaga with those right hands on the end of the shots.
Good work to the body there from Arriaga. Very gentlemanly break. One thing that's been consistent throughout this fight, Steve, a lot of inside fighting, but very clean inside fighting. Clean breaks. No one's holding anything. Everyone's hands are free, and they're letting their hands go.
We haven't had to hear a whole lot from referee Rocky Zonachuk, like he said, Corey. These guys have been just banging it out there, keeping it clean and boxing on the inside. It's been a real night in the trenches for both of these men.
You mentioned Arriaga. It was all about hard work. He ran through his daily schedule of double shifts at the Carnitas shop, and then working in his boxing training and road work, running in the wee hours of the morning in order to get his runs in.
And it shows here in his performance, Corey. Though may he not be dominating this fight and beating Mo Zawadi, but to take some of these shots and keep fighting back with the heart that he's having here in the 4th round just shows that this kid is up early and up late.
Well, I'll say, listen, the body types might not reflect this on the surface, but there have been times that Arriaga has looked a little bit more energetic than Zawadi, but Zawadi right now digging deep and using those power shots to the body.
He landed a few big right hands right in front of us here as he tries to close this show.
Some of the action for round 4.
As we see Arriaga applying the pressure as he's been going forward and trying to stay there, but Zawadi catching those shots and coming back with some clean ones of his own on the inside. And here, those were the big right hands there. They cut him off short. Those are the 2 big right hands that Zawadi landed on Arriaga before he landed a barrage of punches to finish off that round.
Round 5 underway. Zawadi closed out round 4 very well. There were certainly times in round 3 and round 4, as I mentioned, where even if he wasn't winning the fight, Steve, Arriaga looking a little bit more energetic, just moving his hands a little bit more. Listen, Zawadi probably better than Arriaga at every individual aspect of the sport, but hustle and physicality are keeping Arriaga in this fight.
So accurate what you just said, Corey. Zawadi is better than him in every aspect of this boxing ring, but when it comes to heart and determination, I definitely give it to Arriaga. He's taking some big shots to the head and the body, but his heart and determination will not let him stop. He has a newborn baby back home in Mexico. He has the jobs, he has the training. I mean, this is his life, this is his opportunity, and he's giving it everything he's got here tonight. And we see that a lot when these fighters come down from Mexico and South America. I mean, this is a big opportunity for them. So when they come here, and they give their all.
Beautiful shot to the body there from Zawadi, but back comes Arriaga. Arriaga has been able to withstand some body shots, arguably even harder than the one that dropped him in the opening round. And Steve, I think you've talked about this during broadcasts we've had together in the past. Sometimes you just need to kind of get used to the feeling of some of these shots.
And I think that's what may have happened with Arriaga. I mean, he's got used to some of the shots of Zawadi. He can take them a lot better. And Mo Zawadi hits hard. We've seen him before, Corey, me and you have both seen him put people to sleep and out cold. And he's landing hard shots here tonight. It's just Arriaga's a tough guy. I mean, he's here to win. He's not going to lay down.
Good counter shot there from Zawadi. Beautiful right hand as we're inside the final minute of round 5.
That's it, Mo. Let's go. More than one, though. Give us 2, 3 shots. That's it.
Interesting to note as well that while Arriaga is listed at 3-3, and that is his record on BoxRec, which is considered to be official, Arriaga says he's taken part in some more pro fights that haven't been tabulated. He believes he's 7-3 with about 6 or 7 knockouts. So what we could be seeing right here is a much more experienced opponent than maybe Mo Zawadi realizes he's in there against.
But Mo's got so much amateur experience, Corey. I mean, another 4 fights, another 14 fights isn't going to really make a difference for a guy of Mo Zawadi's caliber and the experience and level he's been to. This may not be a blowout, dominant performance like Mo Zawadi wanted or was looking for, but these are very, very good rounds that are going to build his future. Standing there against a guy like Arriaga in these exchanges, against a guy who's fighting back and not just laying down, as a lot of guys do early in their career. I mean, you fight a guy with a record like that, and you mean he'll just lie down for getting hit hard one time. Arriaga's fighting back, giving Mo Zawadi good work, and a good night in here. And Mo Zawadi will look back and be thankful for this night, as it's going to make him grow as a fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 6th and final round.
Show of respect from both fighters as round 6 is underway. Sixth and final round here. We'll see if Mo Zawadi can get that highlight reel stoppage that I'm sure he's hoping for here tonight. And frankly, that many expected when you looked at this matchup. But Zawadi getting a lot more from Arriaga than the prognosticators expected tonight. Got to hand it to Arriaga as well. An impressive performance from him for what this is, and surely one that is going to net him some more work here in Canada. If you're someone looking to match your prospect in this weight neighborhood, Arriaga might be a guy you want to call.
Like you said, Corey, Zawadi is better at every single thing than Arriaga, but this is, I wouldn't say a competitive fight, but it's a good fight, and it's a good learning experience for Mo Zawadi. But absolutely you want to see Arriaga challenge another up-and-coming, because, I mean, he's here to win. He's pressing this fight. He's landing shots to win. He's in there to win. He's applying pressure.
Also landed a shot a little bit low there. You saw the reaction from Mo Zawadi as he heads right back to the inside. Good shot there from Arriaga, hard right hook. And now Zawadi trying to bob and weave and fire back. Good exchanges here right in the center of the ring. And Zawadi rips a right hand to the body. Shots downstairs. Fatigue maybe starting to set in here. A little less active on the inside are these two, but Zawadi finds the right hand to the body he was looking for.
I don't really think Arriaga has the power at this point to really hurt Zawadi, but Zawadi, you can still see him winging some of those hard uppercuts, that if he really caught Arriaga, he could possibly put him out here before the final bell rings.
Zawadi just leaning on Arriaga right now. 20 seconds remaining in this fight. As Arriaga fighting until the final bell, pops the head back of Zawadi with an uppercut, and both men are going to flurry it out. Good work from both Zawadi and Arriaga in that one.
Good fight. We didn't have to see too much of Rocky's Olmachuk. Like you said, Corey, these guys stood there and fought on the inside how you're supposed to fight on the inside. They didn't hold, they didn't grab. They sat there and banged it out. Hats off to both Jesus Arriaga and Mohamed Zawadi, both with a great performance here tonight. But should be an easy one for the judges to call this one. Zawadi landed the cleaner shots from the outside. He boxed when he had to box. But I mean, Arriaga did put him in a few uncomfortable situations where Zawadi didn't want to be. But again, that's going to play into Mo Zawadi's future. He's going to learn from this and grow from this. Tough 6 rounds against Jesus Arriaga. As we look at some of the replays, I mean, Arriaga was still trying. He was throwing some hard shots. But overall, the skill and the precision and even the amateur experience of Mo Zawadi was just too much for Jesus Arriaga.
And again, a credit to Arriaga, Steve, for even taking this fight. He could have walked away from this fight at the scale, but he decided, okay, I will move up in weight. I will gain pounds in order to keep this fight on. And again, it's not only an opportunity for him that he kept alive, but he kept Mo Zawadi in this fight when he didn't have to do that.
And hats off to Arriaga and his team and his handlers that bring them in here. You mean, and 5 pounds isn't 1 pound. 5 pounds is a lot of weight, especially against a big puncher like Mo Zawadi.
We're seeing some of the action from the fight in its totality. And as you said, Steve, should not be a particularly difficult one to score, but Arriaga made Zawadi work in each and every round, and that will be, I'm sure, the takeaway when they look back at this one.
He made him work. He made him uncomfortable. There was moments in there. Unfortunately for Arriaga, I don't think he had the sting and the ultimate power to really hurt and or scare Mo Zawadi from doing what he wanted to do in there ultimately.
An entertaining one in the cruiserweight division ultimately, and we're ready to make this one official. Let's send it up to Mr. David Neiman.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Deborah Wong scores about 59-54. Jasper Kujaski has it 58-55. And Jeremy Hayes scores about 59-54. All to your winner by unanimous decision, Mo Zawadi!
So Mo Zawadi improves to 6-1. You heard the scores, 59-54 twice, 58-55. So judges giving Arriaga some credit for his work in this fight, and I thought that was deserved. I thought that there was probably one round in particular that I think you had to score for Arriaga.
Great judging, great scoring by the judges. It was a very good fight. Mo Zawadi did win the fight, like we said, Corey, start to finish, but they did give Arriaga the credit where he deserved. He came in here, like you mentioned, he went up in weight an extra 5 pounds. He came up against this skilled amateur in Mo Zawadi. So hats off to Arriaga, but let's bring it up to Mo Zawadi in the ring.
All right, we're here with your winner, Mo Zawadi. Mo, I know you like to get fights done quick. Looked like you got it done real quick there for a second when you dropped him in the first with that body shot. Did you feel like it was only a matter of time at that point and that it would end a lot quicker than it actually did?
So basically, I thought he was staying down with that shot, but we knew we were going against a tough opponent, and I think this is just a wake-up call for me to stay in the gym more, keep everything, down pat, and the fights aren't always going to be 1 round, right? So I got to get ready for these long fights, and hats off to my opponent, one of the toughest guys I've ever been in the ring with.
Absolutely. 5 wins for you in your career before tonight. They're all knockouts, 2 rounds or less. 1 loss, you went the distance. Was that playing in your mind at all as the fight was going on, or what was your mentality as the fight was going on?
So the game plan was we're going 6 rounds, right? This is my first fight going past 2 rounds other than the loss. But I needed that. I really, like I said again, it's a wake-up call for me, and it's a learning lesson for the win, right? Even though it's a win, it's a learning lesson for me. So I just want to thank everybody that came out to support, and there's a couple good fights coming up next, so get some drinks.
I know you probably wanted to end it early, like everybody wants the quick knockout, but did you learn something about yourself, that you went the distance and that you got the win decisively?
This is probably the only fight where I've learned so much in this fight, right? Like I said, even though we got the W, it's a learning lesson for me. They're not always going to go away quick. They're going to be, the older I get, the harder the fights get. They're gonna go the distance. So I really needed this, and I'm thankful.
The older you get, you're only 21 years old. You got 7 pro fights under your belt. So what's next for you? Maybe the next fight or in the next year? What do you want to accomplish?
Just get everything outside of the ring better, and just stay in the gym. Honestly, right now we're just working on staying in the gym, staying out of trouble, and just keep getting the wins.
Anybody you want to thank at this time?
Everybody, my sponsors, my friends, my family, my father, my best friends over there, everyone from Barrie. Most importantly, my coaches, these 2 right here, and Billy, wherever he went. I think he's working with Nick. It's a team sport, like everyone says. It's a solo sport, but it is a team sport at the end of the day. I could have done it without everybody.
Congrats on a great performance, Mo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.